video about our worship here at St. Luke's, what it looks like, how it feels. If you're into music, you know that in the past several years, there's been a bit of a renaissance when it comes to vinyl records. That even though we have unlimited access to digital music and we can get it anywhere and so easily on our phones or our computers, people are collecting vinyl again because it has a rich, resonant sound that it's just, there's nothing like it. I'd like to think that our worship here at St. Luke's is a lot more akin to vinyl than to digital music. You know, you can go to some churches where they have big screens and fancy lights, and some of them even have smoke machines. Here at St. Luke's, we do things in a way that's a little simpler, that have stood the test of time. We read from books. Most of all, we read from the Bible, and as Christians, we believe the Bible is God's word to us. And we use a prayer book. And the prayer book is shaped around the words of the Bible, and they help us internalize it and memorize it and direct our hearts to God. The beautiful worship space we have here is made of wood. We walk forward each week for Holy Communion with our hands held out to touch and taste the body and blood of Christ given to us in the form of bread and wine. Part of our worship here, we use one book called the Book of Common Prayer, which is a little bit older, and we also use another book called the Book of Alternative Services, which is a little bit newer. They're essentially share a common core and a common message, but both of these prayer books help emphasize different parts of our heritage and also help us see God from different angles. All of them focused on Jesus Christ. So, when you're visiting with us, you'll have to pick up one of these books. It might take you a while to get comfortable with it, to flip through the pages to find where we are. But just like listening to music on a vinyl record player, you know, it doesn't have the same ease that some digital music has, but once you get used to it, once you figure out some of the kinks, it's one of the most wonderful and beautiful things. And worshiping in a tradition like that at St. Luke's can be one of the most beautiful ways that we can offer our worship to God.